Honorable Speaker, with the greatest respect, I feel that the majority leader might have misapprehended the nature of the objections that were being taken by the members. The objection was, Honorable Chair, that because the decision was a collegiate decision of the House, once the leadership of the House met, at the very minimum, the House should have been informed so that people know that at the next sitting, there is going to be this matter being reintroduced after everybody has been brought on board as to the reasons. Number two, Honorable Speaker, there are certain expectations that we would have, there are certain things we would have expected to happen. For instance, the manner in which the Council of Governors took and communicated their decision was such that it even resulted in defamation of members of this House. So our expectation would have been, Honorable Speaker, that once the leadership of this House and the leadership of the COG had agreed on a way forward, that the same prominence with which the COG put this matter out there, if they have agreed, for instance, the majority leader is reporting that they are going to take back the things that they have said, they should have done it in the same manner. That would be the expectation. In fact, if the members of this House would have seen the COG issuing a statement in the manner in which they issued the initial one, we would not be in this quagmire. Honorable Speaker, lastly, I feel that we as a leadership must also respect this House. I have been a great supporter of the majority leader on this matter. But unfortunately, Honorable Speaker, I was very taken aback to hear the majority leader in a public engagement using the very same words against members of this House that the Council of Governors has used on us. That was a bit disappointing from my perspective, and I must let him know officially, because these are not private matters, that you cannot use the same accusations that the Council of Governors was throwing at this House and knowing the decision that we have taken, and then you go and use the same words against your colleagues in this House. As a leader of this House, I thought that there you misspoke, and personally I feel like...
Order. Allow the Senator to conclude his thoughts.
I feel that the majority leader owes us an apology, and that is why...
Give me a minute to conclude.
I'm concluding, and that is why, Chair, you will see some resistance that the majority leader, having done that, and the history of this matter being known to all of us, he cannot just stand up and then say he's moving the bill. Listen to us, majority leader. You are the leader of this House. Please listen to your members. Just listen to us. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator. Order. After that, we'll hear two ladies. Lady senators. Yes, Senator Kenyo, it's back. The system is back.
Asante Bwana Spika kunipa fursa hii. Bwana Spika, kile ambacho kinafanya kuwe na huu mgogoro Bwana Spika ni kwa sababu Bwana Spika, wakati tuliketi hapa kama Senate tulikubaliana, lakini baada ya kiongozi walio wengi kuja hapa Bwana Spika, anasema ya kwamba wamekubaliana na magavana, lakini sisi hatukuhusishwa Bwana Spika. Kwa hivyo shida kubwa ni sisi hatukuhusishwa. Angelituambia, kwa sababu tuna vile ambavyo tunawasiliana katika jumba hili. Kama angetuambia tungekuwa na shida. Lakini yeye ni kama ana uongozi wa kiimla Bwana Spika. Anakuja hapa anatuambia kwamba ninawaambia na nyinyi msikize, na anaendelea Bwana Spika. Bwana Spika, hiyo tutakataa leo, kesho kutwa mtondogo tutakataa. Lakini kwa sababu hakutuhusisha. Kwa hivyo Bwana Spika, jambo geni ambalo alifanya, jambo baya ambalo alifanya ni kutokutuhusisha. Amemhusisha mwenyekiti, akamhusisha mwenyekiti huyu mwingine, basi akasema sisi wengine ni wafuasi. Na sisi wafuasi tutakataa Bwana Spika. Kwa hivyo ni mpaka atuhusishe, atuambie ni nini waliongea na hawa magavana, na baada ya kuongea na hawa magavana ni mpaka watoe taarifa kwa vyombo vya habari Bwana Spika. vile ambavyo walitoa zile taarifa, wasitoe taarifa kwa kiongozi wa wengi katika jumba lake, Bwana Spika. Hilo tutakataa. Kwa hivyo tunahitaji taarifa kwa
You've made your point, Senator Kinyua. Honorable Senator Kavindu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Asante sana kwa kunipa hii fursa niweze kuchangia, Bwana Speaker. Bwana Speaker, wakati tulikataa kudiscuss hii bill, tulikuwa wote hapa, na hata kama magavana wamekubali kutimiza yale tulisema watimize, tungeitwa kwanza Kamukunji, tuketi chini, tuelezewe ni nini ilitendeka, ni nini ilifanyika kabla haijawekwa kwa order paper. Na Bwana Speaker, hakika tukikubaliana kitu wote kwa jumla, ni lazima pia tuhusishwe wote. Ni vizuri tuko na leadership, lakini leadership hawajiongozi wenyewe, wanatuongoza sisi, na sisi hapa tunahitaji kuhusishwa ili tuwe tunajua tunakuja kuongelelea nini. Na Bwana Speaker, kama hii jambo itaendelea, Eddie arudishwe kwa nyumba, kwa sababu Eddie hafai kutolewa kwa nyumba kwa sababu ya kutetea hii. Na Bwana Speaker, tunasema kabla hii haijaendelea na haijasomwa hapa na majority leader, ni lazima tuite Kamukunji, hata kama ni saa hii, tuongelelee wote ndio iweze kuletwa tena kwa order paper. Bila hiyo, Bwana Speaker, tutatoka wote nje.
Senator Kavindu, you're totally out of order on your last limb of your contribution. You were doing so well until you started being an advocate of your colleague. Senator Beatrice.
Honorable Speaker, I thank you for giving us the opportunity to hear from us. And Honorable Speaker, just as my colleagues have said, we made a decision in plenary here. And Honorable Speaker, the leaders are not leading themselves. They lead members of the Senate. Honorable Speaker, one issue I take with the Council of Governors is the manner in which they made their information. Honorable Speaker, they had a press conference. They spelled out names of colleagues from this House. They declared that they were not coming to the committee. And Honorable Speaker, it gave a picture that them or us as a Senate have a choice on when to go to a committee or whether to go to a committee or not. And Honorable Speaker, you know, we do not have that choice. It is upon that, Honorable Speaker, that I put my prayers to you that a communication be made to the members first before we move to the next step. Honorable Speaker, a number of our colleagues were also, especially the head of my delegation, Senator Moses Kajwang. I remember his name being splashed by this same COG. I would prefer that they had raised a presser and they rescind those decisions they had made publicly, and Honorable Speaker, they declare to the nation that now they are coming back to attend to committee sitting. Honorable Speaker, that is my prayer to you.
Senator Rober.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for giving me also the opportunity to weigh in on this issue. Mr. Speaker, I would like to, acknowledge the fact that there ought to have been some consultation to brief the senators as to what transpired between the governors and the senators. But, Honorable Speaker, I would wish to inform, using the principle of utmost faith, 12 senators sat with governors on behalf of the Senate. Even though there are gaps in terms of the Senate was supposed to be briefed with the outcome of what has happened. But even though that has not happened, I do not believe it should have translated into us shouting at each other, because the interest we represent is solidly one interest, that of the population of this republic. Honorable Speaker, I want to plead with my colleagues, the honorable senators, not to start suspecting each other. Whatever you think we should have spoken, because I was in that committee of 12. The deputy speaker, listen, the deputy speaker was in that committee. Honorable, you know, Honorable Senator Kavindu, while you're talking, we listen. It's just respectful, you listen. You know, Honorable Speaker, there are 12 members of this House that through your wisdom you selected to sit with the governors. The interest that was supposed to be represented of this Senate was represented effectively. I know the point of concern was we should have briefed the senators what transpired. As to the name calling and other issues, it happened both ways. Maybe a group started, but we did not spare the governors also. And we've had discussions, and we've concluded in the interest of the Senate that our primary responsibility is we have sworn to represent the county government as required. And that is the mandate we are seeking to execute, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would wish, on behalf of the 12 members of this Senate that sat with the government,